I've been sitting at my desk for the last 90 minutes editing podcasts, editing video, going through spreadsheets, etc., keeping everything organized that I have to. But it's really important after about 90 minutes that I get up and I do some exercise to move my body around, break a sweat, get my heart rate going, refocus my brain, refocus my breathing patterns, etc. So the idea here is to get up every so often from your work desk, from your obligations or whatever, and integrate exercise into your daily routine. It doesn't have to be a ton. You don't have to be crazy lifting. You don't have to run a ton of miles. You just need to incorporate something small every single day, and that will build on itself, and you will have benefit in the way you move, the way you perform, your cognitive ability, your focus, your stress management, your ability to recover, etc. It all comes down to your regular, consistent exercise that you have integrated in your everyday. So that being said, here's a fun way to integrate movement or exercise anywhere that you can. I use steel clubs, I use steel mace, and I use kettlebells. They are indestructible, relatively inexpensive, and you can do them anywhere. So in that regard, I'm integrating it in my daily routine. There's no excuse not to do it. They're here in my office. Well, my office happens to be a gym. But for you regular people who are out there working from home or working in the office or whatever, it doesn't matter. You can have your clubs, kettlebells, and maces in your corner, and guess what? They're waiting for you to swing them, baby. They're waiting for you to lift them. They're waiting for you to get moving. They're waiting for you to get active, because the future you is definitely going to be grateful that you did. I'm only asking for 20 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. It doesn't matter, but do it every single day. So here's an example of exercise routine that I just did right now. Okay. It's 20 repetitions, 3 sets, 3 exercises that will take you less than 20 minutes. Here it is. It starts off with steel clubs, goes to steel mace, and ends with kettlebell. Enjoy. We're going to start with a two-handed steel club shield cast to front squat. Right hand will be on top, left hand will be at the bottom. We'll then bring the club over our left shoulder, let the club pendulum past our spine, and then you'll pull your hands back down to your belly into a front squat. On the way up, drive those hips forward and push the club over the head. After 10 reps, we'll switch sides. Left hand will be on top, over the right shoulder, let the club pendulum past the spine, and pull back down into a front squat. You're going to do 10 reps on the left side, 10 reps on the right side. We'll move right into steel mace reverse archers. We'll start with our under-over position. Left hand will be holding under the mace head. Right hand will be at the tail of the mace. You'll reach your left arm behind you with your right elbow pulling forward. You'll swing past your left hip, pull the mace head back to starting position, and then switch it to the other side. Your left hand will be holding the mace head. Your right hand will then holding the tail. You will reach back with your right hand, let the mace head pass your hip, swing forward. Remember, you are pulling in 2 different directions, right hand in one direction, left hand in the other. After 10 reps each direction, you'll bring the mace down, grab your kettlebell. We have 20 alternating deadlifts. This one's a simple one. Feet hip width, drive those hips up, get nice and tall, switch the bell at the pelvis, and do 20 repetitions. I chose these 3 exercises because they get me out of this rounded position. So if I'm sitting for 90 minutes or a long stretch of time, like most of us are, and we're not getting ourselves out of that rounded position from time to time, we could start to develop a hell of a problem. So steel club shield casts are a great thing to do to improve your shoulder and spine mobility and improve the strength in your trunk in general, and force us into this tall position and get us out of this rounded position, right? It makes so much sense. The steel mace, the steel mace reverse archers are a fantastic exercise to get us out of that rounded position and into this open, expanded position, and allow for our spine to move in a nice, smooth, fluid motion. And then the kettlebell deadlifts are great because you're switching the hands every time. You're getting your brain to constantly think about which body part and which side is firing versus the other because of the constant switching. These types of exercises, they wake you up, they get you moving, they get your upper and lower hemispheres working in congruent patterns. They force you to stay in positive, tall posture, and overall will help you get back to work efficiently, more more effectively. You're doing your mind and your body a whole service by just getting 20 minutes of movement, exercise, heart rate up, maybe a little sweat, a little muscle firing, so that you can just be an efficient human being and add value the way you add value to your family, to your community, to your business, whatever. So I hope this helps. I hope this adds value to you. I want you to enjoy your day and have the best day ever. Peace.